Okay, so it's a really hot day today, and we are doing everything we can for all the little animals out here. These white meat birds, which Tractor sold me by mistake, Tractor Supply, I am trying to keep cool. They don't like the heat. Nobody does when it's this hot. But anyway, we're up bright and early this morning getting everybody situated. And as you can see, I put their water supply on some ice to keep it nice and cool. And also, they kind of seem to like to just put their feet on the ice blocks. And then right here, I put a water jug that I put in the freezer to make a nice jug of ice, and I put a fan right here in front of it, so yeah, when that blows, it kind of blows a little cooler air and they can get a little breeze. So, and being in the jug, the only little melt you're going to get is some condensation, so my fan's not going to be sitting in a complete puddle here. I'll probably figure out a way to put it up on a wood block or something like that in a minute, so it's just in case we get a little puddle there, it's not too bad. And as you can see here, they're actually enjoying coming over, getting a little bit of a cooler breeze, not terribly much cooler, but a little bit, and getting a drink of water. So actually, maybe I can put this fan like this. Whoops, sorry, don't get scared. That's why they call you chickens, because you're chicken. There, that's better. There, set it up like that. That's going to blow some nice air their way. And then in the back of the coop here, I put up some netting. It has a tiny bit of shade, but it's going to allow the airflow to come into the run here. So I could block it up with a tarp, but that would probably not allow enough airflow, which they need in here. So yeah. And then I made this little awning here out of some old tent poles and a little bit of garden fence that I had left over. And it adds a little extra shade for the other birds and for them inside. And again, it's has the ability to allow a little airflow, so it's not trapping all that heat under there either, but it gives them some shade. And then Dottie, well, Dottie's not too fond of the heat either, but she's a tough old bird, as they say. She's not that old. She's only 2 or 3, but you can see she's panting a little bit. And she's thinking about going into her new sandbox and giving herself a little dust bath to cool off. And I may actually move that sandbox if I can. It's probably pretty heavy underneath there to give it a little bit more shade, so she can hang out in there. Dottie, honey, you want me to spray you with a hose, baby? She doesn't like the hose. But I may pick her up and plop her in the pool for a minute if I have to today. And the ducks, well, they know just what to do when it's hot. They go in the water, they come out of the water, they go in their hut inside, and they know how to stay pretty cool. They have a little shaded area down here underneath that chicken coop, and that's where they all like to hang out. So they got it made in the shade, ha ha ha, right guys? And my husband thinks I'm absolutely crazy how I dote over my birds and spoil them, but you know, what else do you have to do, huh? You spoil the grandkid. She's not here, you spoil the chickens. That's what we do on the Santine farm. Right, Dottie? And some of you might wonder why Dottie's not in there with the chickens, and the reason for that is because she thinks she's a duck. She lost her friend Goldie, and she's taken up a nice friendship with the ducks here. She sleeps with them. We made her a loft in there for her inside the duck hut. And so she's enjoying the best of both worlds, being a chicken and being a duck. And believe it or not, even though those birds inside there look like they're almost her size, they're still too young to intermingle with adult birds yet. They don't have the immunity, and we don't want to overcrowd and have a problem. So they, for now, are segregated until Dottie can decide if she wants to be a chicken or a duck. And these guys are definitely going to be chickens. So there you have it. This is the setup for today. You can see that ice is cooling, melting pretty quickly. I'm going to have to go in and make some more. But this is what we'll be doing off and on through the day to keep them comfortable and to keep them happy.